For those of you who really want to try this, all you need to do is to be quiet and really honest, sincere, and be truthful by talking to yourself, by talking to your cellular structure, your cellular systems, and telling yourselves that, hey, have you been struggling with inner critic? Have this critics been running in your mind constantly that you do not know how to actually shut it off? Here's a video for you. So inner critic is actually a habit we built along the way that we have been brought up, and plus societal conditioning. So let me give you some example. During those school time, what happened when you are scoring 99 score out of 100? Teacher will say this is not perfect. You go back to parent, maybe they will tell you it's good, but it's not enough. There's still one more point of improvement, right? And then when you enter in society, you never give a 100 out of 100 scoring to each others, to yourself, to others, because maybe you have been conditioned to tell yourself there's always room for improvement, right? And those are the little conditioning that is running at the back of our brain all the time. So you're always telling yourself that I am not good enough. So when is it going to be good enough? When you get 100 and you look at someone else, and someone else has a better result than you, they have a better 100 than your 100. So what's going to happen? You start comparing. You start feeling, oh, I'm not good enough, until you get to the next level, that is his level or her level. And then when you get to that level, maybe of your wealth, maybe of your health, maybe of your relationship, and then you look at someone else better than that moment, and you start comparing again. And then you go on and go on with this whole habit of abusing your physical reality based on this conditioning of telling yourself that I'm not good enough. That's why I have to keep pursuing perfections. I'm not saying that you don't grow. I'm not saying that perfection is a bad thing. But I'm saying that if you are driven by this conditioning from young until now, and that is not a healthy way of growing, because there is other type of growth that can still be growing, that can still be learning new things, that is still humble, yet not coming from a space of self-criticism. So if you are watching the video until this moment, you may be one of this person, or maybe some of your friends, or maybe your family are going through such a thing. So the first thing you have to understand, it is a habit that being built within us. So when it comes to habit, it means it's like a muscle memory. It's like a cell memory that is responding to repeating patterns of thoughts, repeating actions that we have done to ourselves, repeating decisions we make at every junction of our life. So the first thing is to become aware of this. Second is to give a purest intention to actually choose a different approach. For those of you who really want to try this, all you need to do is to be quiet and really honest, sincere, and be truthful by talking to yourself, by talking to your cellular structure, your cellular systems, and telling yourselves that, hey, I've been doing this for all the past years, and it has been creating burnout for me. It has been creating so much unconscious stress and a lot of this fear, unwanted emotions always rising. Even though my mind knows that I don't need to criticize myself anymore, but I cannot stop it. This is your turn. This is your chance to actually do it correctly. So apart from awareness, now sit in a quiet corner and really talk to yourselves and say, dear cellular structure, I recognize that this is my old habit. And I feel that I no longer need to actually comply to this old habit anymore. And I intend to override my entire system to actually grow and learn and move forward from a space of balance, ease, and peace. So that I no longer compare, so that I no longer judge myself, so that I'm no longer being so harsh on everything I do. And it's time for me to let it go from my whole biological system, from my own physiological system, so that I can move forward with ease, with love, with peace. And when you do this, you must be really sincere, not because I say so, not because it makes logical sense on it. It must really be sincere, be real, that comes from your authentic truth, that is from your heart space, that tells you, yeah, I really, really want to do this. I don't want to be chained down by these self-critics anymore. And then you do this, okay? And I assure you, when you start doing this, your whole body will start adjusting towards a new habit. So that's number 2. So number 3 is really start practicing to build a new muscle of self-encouragement. So you have an inner critic, and you can also build an inner coach, which help you, encourage you, just like a trainer coach in the gym. It will keep on pushing you forward, but not with criticism, right? You push you forward, but with a lot of love, a lot of encouragement. And we all have that inner coach within us that is within our heart space. So it's good from now onward, when you are facing anything in your life that you used to have this inner critic, pause. That's the first thing you do. 2, you start building a new muscle, a new habit to build this inner coach within you and say, hey, you're doing good enough. Hey, you're doing this great. And all that pat on your own shoulders, all that encouragement you give to yourself, all your cells, all your cellular structure will remember. They will start listening and tuning in and say, hey, the boss has been doing something different that is comparing to all the past years. And now let's divide the cell with a new memory, with a new habit. So if you do this consistently for the next 3 months, I would say 90 days, where your self renew itself after 90 days, you are going to be a much, much better person. So let me repeat one more time for you. So first, definitely is the awareness of how this self-critic is being built through habit. And all we need to do is to reverse it. 2 is that pure intentions to actually change the habit within yourself. You can always reverse this video and then watch it again, listen to it again, and to reconstruct your body, giving a new program. And 3rd, learn to pause and learn to build your inner coach so that you can be building this new power of encouragement, new confidence from within. So the next time, even you meet an imperfect situations, and you will still be having this love for yourself, because finally you have chosen to feel that I am enough. So thank you for tuning in. And love is real. Love is the answer.